Guys, the time has finally come. The time has come for the ultimate cereal tier list. As a self-proclaimed cereal expert, I feel like I am the one who is best qualified on this platform to review cereals that are just, I don't know, I've seen too many cereal reviews where people are getting their list completely wrong. They're saying cereals that I think are garbage are S tier. People don't understand what they're doing when it comes to cereal. And I'm here to change the game. I'm here to tell you guys what the best cereals are. No longer shall good cereals be slandered. No longer shall shit cereals be put at the top. I'm here for fair and honest judgment on cereals. I've been eating cereal my whole life, and I think I'm best qualified to discuss which cereals are good. So without further ado, guys, this is the ultimate cereal tier list. So today we're going to be using JSchlatt's cereal tier list template, and we got all the cereals here. If you look at them, we got Cheerios, Special K, Honey Bunches of Oats. You can read the rest. But yeah, so today I'm going to be ranking cereals, and I'm going to be giving my honest judgment on all of them. So first up we got Cheerios. Cheerios is a classic cereal. It's well known for not letting babies choke. Apparently you can't choke on Cheerios. It gets stuck in your fucking esophagus. I don't know what it's called. Is that the right word? Let's look it up. Look at that shit. A muscular tube connecting to the throat. Pharynx. A lot of words. So it doesn't get, you can breathe. You can breathe when you eat Cheerios and you choke on it. So Cheerios, because of the choking factor, goes to B. Usually I would put it at a C. It's a very neutral cereal. It's not really anyone's first choice except for one guy I know who puts sugar in it. But it's a solid cereal and you don't die from it. Next up, we got Special K. Now for some people, Special K, it might not be their highest cereal, but Special K is a sleeper. Let me tell you guys, I grew up on Special K. My mom, that was like the only thing she bought 99% of the time. That was really the only cereal I had growing up for a little bit of time, because my mom was like, oh, these other cereals, they're the devil's food. They're fucking, not like devil food cake. It's like the devil created Froot Loops because he wanted to kill people. I don't know. Don't ask too many questions. But Special K is a very good cereal. It's a sleeper. You might look at the box like, oh, there's a boring cereal. It might as well be cornflakes, but it's not. Special K is a good fucking cereal. Special K is so good, I'm putting it up on B, which doesn't sound like it's that good, but it is good. It's good. It's not an S or an A, but it's a good cereal. It's very underrated. Next up, we got Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats is also a great cereal. Is it healthy? Is it not? I don't know, but I like to eat it. It's been an A tier for me for a while. I'm putting it in A tier because it's just a good cereal. It's an enjoyable cereal. It's not too sweet. It's not too plain. It's a perfect cereal, to be completely honest with you. It's right. It's hitting all those good spots. But next up we have a cereal that I fucking despise. I cannot stand this cereal. This cereal is disgusting. Coco Pebbles is one of the worst cereals ever created. If you took Coco Crispies and then you took a shit on them and then you shoved them inside of dirt and then you put them in a bowl and then you shit on them a second time and then you mixed it all together, that's what Coco Pebbles would be. Coco Pebbles, I had them a couple times just to try it. I the first time I tried it, I spit it out. The second time I tried it was actually very recently. I bought it a month ago because I ran out of Coco Crispies. So I said, let me do Coco Pebbles. They're very similar, right? I guess. I put this thing in my mouth. I threw up. I almost threw up. I didn't throw up. I almost threw up. This thing is disgusting. If you eat this shit, you do not wash your asshole. You don't wash anything. It tastes like a fucking dirty asshole. Coco Pebbles is F tier. It should be lower than F tier. It should be hell tier. It should be whatever, F plus. I don't know. I don't know what it should be, but it's disgusting. If you eat Coco Pebbles, don't ever fucking talk to me again. Next up, we got Coco Puffs. Coco Puffs, I've never been a fan of. They're not that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe the milk is good, but the actual cereal itself, D tier. It's not that good. Raisin Bran, though. Raisin Bran is a sleeper. A lot of people think Raisin Bran is for old people. It's not for old people. It's for all people. So you get a nice juicy raisin with a lot of sugar on it. Bro, those plump raisins, they make your fucking day. You eat that plump raisin. That one, you might get two. Sometimes the raisins combine. I don't know how the fuck they do that. Sometimes they do that shit. And this is a good fucking cereal, guys. I haven't eaten in a long time. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it deserves an honest C tier. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, though, is gonna be my first S tier. You cannot go wrong with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This cereal is amazing. It's famous. It's famous for being such a good cereal. That's an S tier. There's not much more I could say about it, other than the commercials get a little bit weird sometimes, but that's it. Apple Jacks. I've always watched the commercial of this and I wanted to enjoy Apple Jacks because I like the commercials. You see cinnamon, you see apple, I guess that's his name. and Apple's a little bit of a weird guy, but Cinnamon's a cool guy. And I just wanted to really get into this cereal, but it's always been like a solid C tier for me. It's not bad, but it's not a really good cereal either. Now, Trix is gonna be my first controversial one. I don't think anybody eats Trix. Nobody eats Trix. Maybe the yogurt, you eat it. Trix yogurt is amazing. You eat that shit, you have a good time. But Trix cereal, this is not a cereal. Trix cereal, their slogan is Trix are for kids. This is because kids do not eat Trix. Trix was actually propaganda by the US government to get pedophiles to turn themselves in. If you go to the supermarket and you buy a box of Trix, on your way out, you will be meted and greeted by the US government. The FBI will show up to your front door and say, do you have Trix in your fucking house? And they say, yeah. And then you go to jail because you're a pedophile. It was the pedophiles bought them so they could lure children in because they think Trix are for kids, but they're not for kids. Kids hate this shit. Stupid. Trix gets an F tier because if you get Trix, you go to jail. Reese's Puffs, though, was my favorite cereal for a while. I have phases with cereals. I think most people do because the way cereal buying works is you don't buy a bunch of different cereals. You don't have fucking 5 cereals in your house at once. That's what Bill Gates does. But for the average person, the average peasant, what you do is a cereal is on sale or something. You buy like 5 of those boxes of the same cereal, and then you eat that for the next fucking year. And then, actually not really. You probably did for the next few days because the way I eat cereal, one box lasts me 2 bowls. But basically, you don't eat multiple cereals at once. You have one type of cereal and then you go through that. And Reese's Puffs, I went through that for a while. But the thing is with cereals, you have to cycle through cereals. You can't just eat the same cereal for a long time. You have to cycle through. Every cereal, even the best cereal, has a max cycle through time of 2 weeks. If you do not cycle through your cereals, you will start to hate that specific cereal. And that's what happened to me with Reese's Puffs. I ate it for like 3 months straight, and then after, like, at one point at that 3-month period, I was just like, I'm gonna throw up if I even look at another box of Reese's Puffs. But if you cycle through, Reese's Puffs is a solid A tier. This is a great cereal. Next, we got Corn Flakes. Corn Flakes, you might think, oh, this is what my grandma eats, because my grandma did eat Corn Flakes and my grandpa. But Corn Flakes is also another sleeper. Corn Flakes isn't that bad. They're pretty good cereal. I'm gonna put it as a C because it's neutral. But next up, we got Oops! All berries is the same shit as Trix. That's going into F tier. Grainberry. I don't know what the fuck this is. Why is this here, Schlatt? Why is this here? What the fuck is this? I'm not even gonna put this on the list. We're moving on to Fruity Pebbles, which, just like Coco Pebbles, is disgusting. I know a lot of people have good memories with Fruity Pebbles. It is the worst of the Flintstones edible sweet. I don't know what you would call it. Flintstones vitamins. They're fucking amazing. I would eat that shit just like candy, even though it kind of tastes like chalk. But Flintstones vitamins are good, but Fruity Pebbles, the Flintstones cereal, are disgusting, bro. If you eat Fruity Pebbles, I don't even know what you look like. I don't even want to think about what you look like. Fruity Pebbles is just like you're eating confetti. It's so thin. The Pebbles in general, they're thin. They're very thin, and I don't know what the texture of it is. Like when you put it in your mouth, you might as well be putting fucking sand in your mouth or something. I don't understand what this texture is, and it's disgusting. It doesn't taste good at all. It's too sweet and shitty at the same time. Fruity Pebbles, all the Pebbles, F tier. They suck. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. I've eaten these like once. They're alright. They're not good. They're E tier. Frosted Cheerios are disgusting, but I'll put them in E tier because they're better than the Pebbles. Corn Pops. I actually used to fucking love Corn Pops so much as a kid, but I didn't cycle through them. You gotta cycle through, guys, and Corn Pops it went low on my tier because I didn't cycle through. I just ate the fucking Pops. I was obsessed with the Pops. You can't go too long with the Pops. You gotta fucking cycle through, guys. And Corn Pops, they're not good, they're not bad. But you know, it gives you some nostalgia. I'll put it as a D tier. Coco Crispies, though. Coco Crispies are immaculate. They're one of the best fucking cereals you'll ever put in your mouth. S tier, easily. Coco Crispies are so fucking good. The only thing I would compare it to that might be better, but not really, is at one point they had a mixture of half Coco Crispy, half like White Crispy, and it was really fucking good, but sometimes it tasted like medicine. I don't know why, but that was also good. That's an honorable mention. That half and half Cocoa White Crispy is also good. Now, next up, we got Crunch Berries. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've never had Crunch Berries, but from what I've heard, they're good. I'm gonna put them in C tier because I've never had them. I just stick with the classic Cap'n, all right? I don't need all this other shit. I stick with the classic, but I mean, I should really try Crunch Berries, to be completely honest with you, but I haven't. But next up, we got Kix. Kicks are pretty good. I mean, there was a little bit of time I liked them. I'll put them as a D tier. Now, I'm not saying D tier is bad. I'm gonna be honest. I shouldn't put them in D tier because Cocoa Puffs is garbage. So I'm gonna put Kicks up to C, and I'm gonna put Corn Pops up to C. But Kicks has a way. The thing is with these C tiers, they have a lower cycle through time. Corn Pops has like probably a couple days. Kicks has a couple days cycle through time. You can only eat it a couple times, and then you're like, what the fuck am I really eating? Next up, we got Frosted Crispies. Frosted Crispies, they're alright. The D tier, they're not good. Wheaties, I've never had, but I see the box. I don't really care. Wheaties could go in E tier. Chocolate Special K. I've never had Chocolate Special K because, much like other cereals, my mom thought chocolate is evil and it was created by Satan to tempt you into killing yourself. I don't fucking know. So I'm not even going to put Chocolate Special K on the list because I've never had it. Chocolate Cheerios, though, I've had. How have I never had Chocolate Special K, but I've had Chocolate Cheerios? Chocolate Cheerios, they're not that good. E tier. Captain Crunch, though. If you don't crunchitize that fucking Captain, you're doing something wrong in your life. Captain Crunch is a legendary cereal. That's S tier. The only problem I have with it is that sometimes it cuts up your mouth, but not really. It depends. It depends on your milk to cereal ratio along with the firmness of it. It's a good cereal. It's a great cereal. I'm putting that S tier. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Coco Crispies, Captain Crunch, amazing cereals. You can't go wrong with them. Next up though, Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios is a great cereal, but it also has a cycle through problem. I'm gonna put it B tier. It's not bad. It's a great cereal, but sometimes the honey nut gets a little too sweet, and you're like, I can't eat this anymore. O's, I don't know what the fuck O's is. But French Toast Crunch, I've never had that. I'm not straying away. See, the same thing with Captain Crunch and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't stray from the original, all right? I like Toy Story 1, but would I put Toy Story 2 above Toy Story 1? Definitely not. Even though Toy Story 2 was a good movie, you go with the OG, the original. I have never tried French Toast Crunch because I stick with Toy Story Run. Did I say Toy Story Run? Toy Story 1. So I've never had it. I'm not putting it on the list. Crave, though, is an amazing cereal. That's a A tier. It could be S tier, but it's too much sometimes. It is a dessert. It's not a breakfast cereal. It's definitely a dessert. Like, instead of eating a nice souffle, I don't even know what the fuck a souffle really is, but I don't know, I'm trying to think of some dessert. Instead of eating a nice dessert, you can eat Crave. It's a night cereal. It's not really a morning cereal. You eat it in the morning, you're not doing anything for the rest of the day. Next up, Count Chocula. If you eat Count Chocula, your stepfather hated you or something. I don't know. Count Chocula, who the fuck is eating Count Chocula? I don't think I've ever met a single person that's ever put Count Chocula into their mouth. I've never had it, but I'm gonna put this F tier because I don't like the way he's looking at me. He's a weird fucking guy. Peanut Butter Crunch. It's good. It's basically like Reese's Puffs without the chocolate part. I'm gonna be honest. It's a decent cereal, but I'm gonna put it in D tier. I'm sorry if anybody likes it, but Cookie Crisp is disgusting. This thing is cardboard. You eat Cookie Crisp, you might as well be eating the fucking shoebox your fucking Skechers came in. You fucking monster. Why would you eat Cookie Crisp? I tried Cookie Crisp without the milk. Just put a Cookie Crisp in my mouth. Disgusting. And I put Cookie Crisp in the milk and just ate it like regular cereal. Disgusting. If you eat Cookie Crisp, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even want to. Oh my god, bro, this is such a bad cereal. I don't even know how they're in business. I think they had a cool game. I used to play a lot of cereal games online, flash games. Great cereal flash games. But Cookie Crisp is such a bad cereal. F tier. If I could put it lower, I would. Frosted Flakes, though, bro, they're great. I'm telling you, they're great. They're fucking great. Frosted Flakes is a great cereal. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's not S or A, but it is a good cereal. You eat some Frosted Flakes, you're having a good time. Frosted Mini Wheats. Now these, they fluctuate. It depends on the box, on the mini wheat itself. Some of them are very good. Sometimes you get like multiple mini wheats on one, plus a shit ton of frosting on it. And Frosted Mini Wheats, it's a hit or miss. This also has a low cycle time. I'm gonna put it in B. But it is a great cereal when you get the right bowl. Rice Krispies. It's a very neutral cereal. It's not bad. That's a C tier. Golden Grams. They're alright. D. Honeycomb cereal is so bad. I remember I used to want to like this cereal so badly as a kid because I used to play the games on Post's website, and Honeycomb had like a cool game. But Honeycomb cereal is so bad. This is an E. I mean, I would put it at F, but Count Chocula is there, and I don't need to do that to Honeycomb. The Post had good games. They had good games. Froot Loops. Froot Loops are good, but this is like a cycle time of like 5 minutes. Like you eat It's Froot Loops for more than 5 minutes, you can't eat it anymore. I'm gonna put it as a C tier. Lucky Charms is a good cereal. I'll put it as B. It's nowhere near the top, but it's nice to have, and also it's way too sweet sometimes. Like, you eat Lucky Charms and you think you're going to the hospital the next day. At least for me. Oatmeal Squares. My dad got this once, and I will never forgive him for it. They're terrible, but they're not as terrible as Count Chocula. Fuck you, Count Chocula. Don't look at me like that. Oatmeal Squares are E. Quisp. This is not a real cereal. I've never even heard of this. I don't know what the fuck this fucking gumball character is. We're not even putting that on the list. Eggo Cereal. Eggo Cereal is basically the same thing as honeycomb cereal. It's terrible. It sucks. If you eat Eggo cereal, there's something wrong with you, because you could just eat regular. Also, I don't really like regular Eggo. Eggo waffles aren't that good. Eggo in general, the Eggo brand is lackluster. If you eat Eggo waffles, your stepdad hates you. Your fucking step-grandma hates you. Everybody hates you. Why would they feed you such disgusting food? Eggo cereal is so gross. It's not good at all. I should really put it at F tier. F tier Eggo. It sucks. But Oreos is the last on the list. We're going to end it with a bang, but not really, because Oreos are alright. I'll put them at C tier. And yeah, so guys, this is my ranking. If you disagree with anything, you're wrong. And I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can make your own tier list and send it to me on whatever social media you want. But this is the list. S tier, easily Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Coco Crispies, Captain Crunch. The only thing I will eat on here is anything between B and S, maybe C. But D and under, do not eat these. These are gross. These are not good cereals. These were made for the bottom of the barrel, lowest of the low degenerates. If you eat anything from D to F, you shouldn't even be watching my video right now. You should be like eating dirt off the fucking ground. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the cereals I chose. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great fucking day.